Hello, my name's Jason, and welcome back to I Have a Story. I'd like to talk about a caption that I put in my last video about, for everybody who watched the Thanksgiving football game, you're part to blame. I don't remember exact wording on it, and it's part of what I want to talk about originally in my original focus of this channel, but I still want to talk about it. Our systems and everything are so underfunded, and our financial imbalance in this country is enormous and spreading further and further. One football game from Thanksgiving Day, the money that was spent all the way around in one football game would take care of a huge problem in our country. And if we did that for a handful of huge rich people getting even richer, and that's really what it is, there's not one person who made money on Thanksgiving involved in those football games who couldn't volunteer that one day and donate to a cause like, well, go back and look at my video about the Lake Erie algae bloom. We don't have the money to take care of our water treatment plants, but we have the money to watch a football game that, why did it take all that money to watch a good game? There are so many things that are suffering in our country that don't get taken care of properly, like, say, the train derailment in Ohio and the contamination that took place there. And I'm still contaminated. We don't have the money and the resources and things to take care of the people's health, the people's safety, the people's well-being, but we do have the money to be entertained. Like an oxymoron? Isn't that what that is? So I would be totally behind sports if it wasn't for all the money and corruption that was involved. If you go back and look at why I gave up sports, it's because of the corruption. I gave up college football because of corruption that took place between the coaches over a woman and child that I'll never even meet. But I still can't stand behind it, and everybody who does supports it. That's why it continues and it's growing out of control, because people just want to be entertained. Please me, please me, make me happy. And people want to sit and cry because nothing's being done about the real problems in the world. Put it in the hands of more corrupt people who are spinning it now out of control and creating even more chaos in our country. I think that's the intention now. So when I say that, people watching the football game on Thanksgiving Day, you're as much of the problem. That's why. Why is it on one day, one holiday of the year, you can't sit down and just spend time with your family and focus on your spouse, your children, your grandchildren? Why has it got to be push them away? I'm watching a game. Even on a holiday like Thanksgiving. The whole entire thing just isn't right to me. I mean, multi-millionaires are getting millions of dollars, and people are forking out. I looked it up. The most expensive seat on the one football game was over $9,000. $9,000 somebody paid to sit and watch a football game. That was for one seat. That's ridiculous. So if we went back and we took the money from one football game, we could have fixed a waste management plant, made it operate and function correctly, had pollution free and better health, better environment, and all that for a long time to come. But for people to sit and watch a few hours of a football game, that meant more money to spend the money, or spent more sorry, it meant more to people to spend the money there than it did to fix a problem that is a major problem in our country. And that's just one of how many. I mean, part of why I want to make this channel and get more people out there and talk about what's in the everyday world we see day to day. What's getting spun around in the news and politics and everything else is just, I don't know. I don't even know what to believe with it, to tell you the truth. It's just so beyond out of control that I do know what I see right in front of me every day. And it's not hard to see a lot of these things. And I know there's other people out there that see the things around them. So that was part of my intent with this channel, is to touch people, educate people, and get people to educate me and the rest of the community, and try to make the world a better place. So I want to come out and say that's why I say everybody who tuned in on that game, you're as much of the problem, because that is a problem. Poor people are getting poorer, rich people are getting richer. The divide is separating further and further. There's middle class is collapsing, but yet people still support multimillionaires because entertainment. It's just like children. Entertain me. I don't care the cost. It's just like drug addicts. Get me high. I don't care the cost. It's no different. Just because you look at it as a football game and now all of a sudden it's just something different, it doesn't mean the same thing, even though the outcome is the same. And again, they talk about how entertainment in so many ways stimulates the same part of the brain as drugs and has the same mental outcome in the end as drugs. Fiending, wanting more, please me, it's growing out of control. So that's why when I say, if you watch the football game, you are creating and adding to the problem, because that is a problem. There is nobody worth $30 million a year. Not unless they're taking 29 of it and doing good somewhere with it. Not, I need a mansion, now I need a sports car, and I need a yacht, now I'm going to go buy an island, and it's about me becoming a god. Nobody's worth that. Because if they were worth that, they'd be doing good with it and not being selfish. And people wouldn't support it if they really truly cared. But I guess people just want to be entertained and then cry about how everything's falling apart. Like I said, I feel like I just surrounded a world full of adult children. Answers are pretty simple. It's up to people. Start supporting what you actually believe in and what you actually want, and not just want to be pleased like a child. And I see it as a major problem in this country.